Hey, I think this turned out pretty well.
Yeah, me too.
Out on the rig, I'm all alone, just trying to find my way back home. Got a satchel of gold that I done stole from the 344 headed to Chicago. Bigger is on my trail, little man, I must not fail. Coast is going to save my soul. All I gotta do is pay the devil's toll. Train stops here, it's as far as it goes. Where I am, I just don't know. A 4-hour wait to just lay low till the next train goes with the bags of gold. If I won't make it out alive, I'm gonna have to cross that misery line. All I'm trying to do is survive and make it through this country life. Shackles and chains is my claim to fame, led by the man to the gallows to hang. Good thing I done sold my soul. At least I still have my bags of gold. Darkness falls with the bag on my head. Cinch of the rope around my neck. Always said they'd never take me alive. The cold steel rise to the other side.
Well, if it ain't Sheriff Stone Belmont's ugly brother. Hello, deputy. What is that?
This here is kinetically charged neural disruptor. So you better reach for the cumulonimbus. This has to charge.
Really?
Really?
That's interesting. Yes, they are.
I hope you like dancing. You'll be doing it at the end of a rope soon. Cumulonimbus. They're clouds. I swear nobody gets me.
Science ain't never solved nothing.
Look him up.
Nice rat, little girl.
Hey, it's a guinea pig!
What's going on? Who's there? What's going on?
Good morning, Elsinore Middle School. Welcome to the most beautiful campus in the valley.
Please tell me you didn't bring that thing to school again this year.
What? She's lonely. And besides, Mrs. O'Brien said she'd help me get her approved to be the official school mascot.
We're Tiger.
Her name is Tiger. Besides, didn't you hear about Mrs. O'Brien? She was in a water skiing accident at the lake this summer. She's in traction at the hospital. That's awful. She was my favorite teacher.
Yeah, whatever happened to Luck of the Irish?
I just hope she makes it back soon.
Yeah, that Prodney teacher better not get too used to her room.
Doesn't matter. Won't be his room for long either.
What?
Didn't you hear? They're tearing down the 200s building. Building your science center. Don't you guys look at the school website? There's a lot of cool stuff on there about the centennial.
Yeah, sounds spectacular.
Wow. Hey, who has Miss Boyle first period?
Me.
Cool, science class together again. I heard Mrs. Boyle was cool.
Nerd alert.
Alex. Hey, you guys want to see Mr. Rob at lunch?
Yeah, he always has good snacks for us.
Yeah, I wonder how his summer was.
I'm putting it on my calendar right now.
Oh, Mrs. O'Brien. Yeah, I saw her in the hospital just the other day. You know she won't be back for a little while now. She was in a horrible accident. She was water skiing, and the throttle stuck on the boat, and they crashed into the dock. And she's in good spirits and stuff, and she'll just be out for quite a while, but she kind of joked around and said, well, the lake ghost finally got her.
There was times at night when I was working here that you would hear doors open and slam. You would hear doors open real slow and then close try to be real quiet. You would hear people talking. We would hear people even playing basketball in the gym. All these noises would be happening. At times I'd be working and cleaning a classroom and I'd feel somebody go right behind me. You'd feel the breeze that somebody ran right in front of me, or sometimes right behind me, or they'd tap me in the shoulder and they would keep going. Those are things that happen at this school.
Thanks, Mr. Rock. This popcorn is delicious.
Yeah, and Tiger really likes it too.
So tell us again how you weren't hallucinating the other night?
It happened just the way I told you.
Of course it did.
Believe it or not, Alex, it was that old lake ghost up to his old tricks again.
The lake ghost?
Really, Kathy?
Sorry, ghosts freak me out.
Me too, Kathy. I remember the old-timers talking about a ghost, but I never believed it till now.
First of all, old-timers? Second, what about the ghost? And third, old-timers? Really?
Thanks, Alex. Well, they were old-timers when I started working here.
So was that ugh or ooh?
Nobody could really tell me what the story was.
And because they were...
Yes, they were just grunting and jabbing at things with sticks. We get it. I'm old, you're very funny,
Now shut up.
Sorry.
Back to the ghost.
There's been little things going on here as long as anyone can remember. But as long as I've been here, nothing major.
So, nothing major before last night?
Once, when I was moving some old papers into storage, there was a loud bang and a crazy light. Scared the heck out of me. But I figured it was an electrical problem, so I put in a work order.
And before that?
Nothing. It's an old building, lots of creaks and groans.
And
Go ahead, Alex. I know you want to.
it's not fun if you give me permission.
Okay, you guys. I have to get back to work. I want to finish up and get out of here before it gets too late. You guys finish the popcorn.
Thanks.
Think he's scared?
Wouldn't you be?
Are you kidding? She's always scared. She's scared even now, and she wasn't even there when it happened.
And you wouldn't be.
Nope.
Really, dude? Boiling mop water? Magical appearing in hand and footprints? Yeah, you'd have been a rock.
Whatever.
What I really want to know is what this ghost stuff is all about. What about you guys?
Yeah, me too. So what? Like research, going to the library, stuff like that?
Yay, more homework.
You in or not?
I'm in.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm in. I want to get to the bottom of what's been going on. If no other than to help Mr. Rob. He's really been nice to us.
And he makes great popcorn.
Nice marmoset.
It's a guinea pig.
It's a guinea pig.
Do you know any old stories about the campus?
Yeah, you know, my favorite story was the train robbery in 1911. The train was robbed downtown, and they chased Nedry Wiley all the way down here to where the Elsinore Middle School campus is now. It was the high school then. But they captured him and then hung him right about where the 200 buildings are right now. That's about all I know about the story, but you could check with Mr. Prodney, the history teacher. He might know more.
So much tiger today.
You know he doesn't like the rain.
What about Kathy?
She doesn't like the rain either.
Hey, Brandy, what'd your product put today?
It's a guinea pig.
Oh.
Okay. I found an article from around 1912, and it says that the high school students were complaining about a ghost in the new campus.
Yeah, I think I found that one too. Alex, have you found anything before that?
Nothing. The only mention of anything even slightly spooky is about Elsie the lake monster.
I'm pretty sure we can rule her out. What did that article say, Dex?
Nothing. Just that apparently someone,
Or something.
okay, or something had moved some papers around the classroom and the campus.
Kathy wanted to know if anything scary went on. Ugh, this is so frustrating. I feel that we've been looking at these papers forever, and all we found is an article about papers being moved around. I mean, looking at this stuff was interesting for a while, but now it's gotten boring, and we've gotten nowhere. Ugh.
Yeah, if only these papers weren't the only way to research things. If only there was some sort of collection of information, some sort of electronic devices that are interconnected and stuff.
Thanks, Alex.
Like interconnected as if it were a net.
We got it, Al.
Like a web, only like bigger, like worldwide.
We got it.
Just saying.
Wait, go back to the last one.
What did you see?
See the caption below that old picture? The Lake Elsinore Historical Society.
We have a historical society?
We must. I'll check it out.
Oh, wow.
It's right on Main Street. I guess we know where we're going next.
No, let's tell them about the time we went bowling and we drove past the school.
We were riding in the Mustang and your brother was driving.
He drives terrible. He didn't even have his license yet.
Anyway, we were driving past the school and
We didn't even go here. We were in 5th grade.
we saw a man sitting on the top floor of the 200 building. This is the weird part.
There are no windows on the top floor of the 200 building.
You didn't know that then.
They're just painted onto the side of the building. But they used to be there when it was first built.
We all saw it. Even your brother, who still drives terrible.
You dying? I don't know, hurry.
Perfect.
Yes, Brandy.
Mrs. Boyle, I'm sorry this is off topic, but I have a question. Do you believe in ghosts?
Well, every year I get asked that same question, and you know, science isn't really what we believe. It's what we can prove, and to my knowledge, there has never been anything conclusively proven that ghosts do exist.
But has anyone ever proven that they don't?
We can't really prove a negative. What I mean to say is that you cannot prove that things don't exist. We can only say that there's not enough proof to say that they do exist.
But what about all the stuff that's been going around school? What about all the stories about the 200 buildings? Like, what about at nighttime when all those weird things start happening?
Well, those stories are just that, stories. And usually when somebody comes up with evidence to prove them to be true, they can usually be explained by science.
How?
You know what, you guys? I need to get back on topic. If you want to discuss this with me later, I have no problem with that. But I got to get back on topic, okay?
Okay, everybody, remember I want you to turn in your Thanksgiving Day projects on Friday, and I want you to try to tie it in with Lake Elsinore history. No, this area is actually very rich in history. Do any of you have families that have lived in the area for a really long time? Okay, Monica, how long has your family lived in the area?
Well, my parents moved here about 10 years before I was born, so they're pretty old.
No, thanks, Monica, but what I meant was, does anybody have a family who's lived in the area for like 100 years or something like that? No? Oh, that's a shame. I know that this is the school's 100-year anniversary. I'm sure you're all aware of that, and it would have been nice to have some first-hand accounts or stories.
Well, some of us have been looking into local history lately.
Oh, really? Did you find anything interesting?
Not really, but there's a local historical society.
Oh, a historical society. Okay, that's a good tip, Kathy. I'll pass that on to the people that are working on that project. Did you find anything else out?
Well, there's some local ghost stories.
Oh, wow, that is interesting.
Nothing really. You know, like Elsie the Lake Monster, stuff like that.
Oh, okay, so urban legends. You know, that's a problem that historians face all the time. You have to be able to separate fact from legend.
Are there any factual ghost stories?
Some eyewitnesses tell some pretty convincing tales, I'll say that much. Oh, there's the bell. All right, we'll pick this up next time. And don't forget, your Thanksgiving Day projects are due on Friday. Find some local history for me, folks.
Why'd you cut me off?
We need to be careful who we talk to about this stuff until we have it all figured out.
Yeah, we should talk to the people at the Historical Society first. Okay.
I don't have any stories like that. My dad and uncle both went here, and I asked them that question when I was a kid. They have this great
That's not
story.
your dad's story. That's my grandpa's story.
Then you tell it.
My grandpa loved to fish across the street from his school almost every day before work. One morning, it was really foggy.
This was like 1960.
Yeah, I think the lake was dry then, but maybe 1968 or so. My grandpa said he couldn't see 10 feet, and he was just casting into the fog. It was really quiet, and then he heard the sound of a rowboat. You know, creaky oarlocks, the splash of oars rowing slowly into the lake. Then it was quiet.
Then, boom! Big splash, like someone falling into the water.
Then the fog cleared, and there was nothing on the whole lake. Nothing. My grandpa was freaked out.
Do you believe that story?
No.
He has a picture from that day.
But no boat?
No, but he had fish.
Here.
Anything?
Some Elsie stuff. Some stuff about Amy's castle. The old Ambassador Hotel. Nothing.
What are we looking for anyway?
The ghost in the 200s, right? Right, in the early 1900s.
There's something I can help you kids with?
Yeah. We were wondering if you knew anything about the time that the school first opened.
Well, we have a lot of records. Anything specific?
Were there any ghosts?
Ghosts?
We were looking at an article about some students who went to our school like 100 years ago, and they were talking about a ghost.
You guys are from the middle school, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Has that old ghost been up to his tricks again?
You know about him.
Oh, yeah.
Would you mind if we got this on camera?
Okay, I suppose that'd be all right.
Okay, go ahead.
Nearly every old building around town is haunted, though. This has got to be one of the most haunted places there is. Well, legend has it that the school was built on a Native American burial ground. I've never found anything to back that up. But we did find out later that there were problems after your school first opened. There were problems with things being moved, and construction was plagued with a ton of difficulties right from the beginning. Some people were blaming it on the Indian ghosts. I'm not so sure about that, but I do have my own theory.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I think that ghost on your campus is actually that horse thief that they caught and hanged right there where your school now is.
Do you know anything about him?
No, I'm sorry. You know everything I know. But I do have a great story about a witch at the chimes named Gina.
No, I think that's all Amy.
Is it uploaded yet?
Almost.
So basically, there's a ghost.
Looks like it.
That's helpful.
What, do you want pictures?
Yes, that would be helpful. So what do we do now?
We need to find out if it's really a ghost this time.
Well, we know this ghost from 100 years ago was, like, hanged or something.
I wonder if his neck's all crooked and gross.
Alex! I guess we need to find out more about our ghost. We should ask Ralph.
Yeah.
There were lots of them, but all of them can be explained to have a logical explanation. For example, sometimes that the custodians would be working in the 200 building, which was then the old library, and they thought that they heard people talking about gold outside.
Why would they talk about gold?
Well, I think what they were hearing is that people were outside saying it's cold outside, and that there were lots of holes in the rafters and part of the building where sound would carry through, and so I think that that's what they were hearing.
Wait.
Hey, you guys looking for me? Where's Dexter?
Gosh, Mr. Rob, you scared us. Dexter's out sick today.
Yeah, he probably sprained his texting finger. I wasn't scared.
Well, maybe I know more about being scared than a lot of others.
Gosh, Mr. Rob, what happened to your leg?
Well, I'm going to be out of school for a while. Not that I mind the vacation.
What happened?
Well, the official story is I fell off the ladder. I was in the 200s changing light bulbs when that darn lake ghost came back. They had been flickering a lot lately. Then there was this gust of cold wind and the lights started getting all crazy. And then the TV came on. At first it was static. So I tried unplugging it. Nothing. planned to as soon as I fixed that light. That was weird enough, but I wanted to get the bulb changed and get out of there before anything else happened. I climbed up on the ladder and then... there he was. Then he came up behind me. He pushed me off that ladder. It happened just the way I told you.
So are you sure you were pushed?
Yeah, I felt it.
Are you sure it was a ghost?
Pretty sure.
How can you be so sure?
Because of this.
So what? You got some mud on your dust rag?
Here, you take this. I'm getting out of here.
He seems scared. Well, look at that handprint. You know, that handprint could be something else besides a handprint.
Yeah, what?
Didn't you hear what Mrs. Boyle said? That handprint is evidence.
Well, I've heard that there was a train robbery, and Nedry Wiley was running from the police. The sheriff was chasing him. There was a shootout between him and Stone Belmont here on the campus. They recovered most of the money, but the gold, the silver, and then the legal notes, but some of it was not recovered. And some believe that when you see the ghost or feel a ghost-like presence here, it's because he's still looking for that gold that he lost in the shootout that he died for.
Hey guys, what can I help you with?
We were wondering about something you said in class the other day.
Oh yeah, what was that?
It was something about separating fact from legend.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. What can I help you with?
Well, you were telling us about local history, and we found out something from when the school was first opened.
What was that?
We just wanted to make sure we had our facts straight before we gave the Centennial Committee what we had.
Okay.
Yeah, we found out about this crazy guy that got hanged around the time of the school opening. A lot of crazy stuff's happened since then.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You do?
Yeah, you're talking about old Nederson, Wisconsin Wiley.
Wisconsin?
Yeah, he had a fondness for cuts of odd-smelling cheeses.
Too easy.
Anyway, he was supposed to have been hanged in December, the year the school opened.
Supposed to?
Yeah, that's where the record gets unclear. All I can find is that he was supposed to have been hanged.
Yeah, we have quite a few ghost stories. A lot of people don't believe us, but you go ahead and tell them.
Okay.
There is actually a ghost here. And he comes to the kitchen, and he turns on the water. And sometimes we have the water on, and he turns it off. And it's a he. The reason why we know it's a he is because there's times where Virginia will say, "Tammy, do you smell that?" I go, "Watch." He goes, "Come over here," and I walk over there, and you could smell a man's cologne.
She said, "I don't want to go over there and help you because somebody was standing right by your side." There was nobody there, but she saw the ghost.
This water is disgusting. Should we get a sample?
Yeah, take a sip.
Ew, Alex. Give me one of those specimen jars from Mrs. Boyle's class.
Careful not to get on you.
Don't worry.
Alex, look. This mud is weird looking.
What's weird? It's mud.
I'm getting a sample. Give me another jar.
Has anyone checked the TV?
Oh, yeah. Give me that fingerprint dust we got from Boyle.
That thing's probably been touched by like 50 people.
No, this was Mrs. O'Brien's room last year. They haven't used it since her accident.
I got a print.
Cool, we'll check it out later. There seems to be extra cords in here.
Yeah, there should just be a power cord and a signal cable.
Signal cable?
Yeah, you know, the one that connects to the DVD player or the computer or whatever.
Well, there's 2 extra cords.
Yeah. One's another power cord, and the other one is a separate signal cable.
Hey, look, they go down here.
Why would a ghost need to wire the TV like this?
Fact from legend.
What?
Remember what Mr. Proddy said? You have to separate fact from legend.
Okay, I made the print card. All we need now is to get print samples from people around the school to see if we have a match. What do you guys have?
I still say there's something weird about this mud. Too thick.
It's thick mud. Big deal.
Didn't Mr. Rob say the water drained out of the sink and revealed words? Why didn't the mud wash away?
There might be something mixed in with the mud to make it thicker.
How would we find out?
Most things I can think of are pretty reactive.
So, test if it's acidic?
That's one way.
Awesome. Cool.
What about the mud on Mr. Rob's rag? Is it burnable too?
Flammable, Brandy. Let's check it out.
Hold on, Alex. Why don't you take a look under the microscope first?
Fine.
Weird. What's all that stuff in there? What do you think, Mrs. Boyle?
Can't be sure without more tests. There's a lot of masonry mix in there with cement. And a lot of plant material. Lots of plant matter. I can run some more tests if you guys would like.
That'd be great, Mrs. Boyle. How long will it take?
No more than a couple days. I can even test your water for you, too.
That's great. That'll give us some time to figure out what all of this means.
Yeah, and get some more print samples.
Hi, guys. I was visiting Miss O'Brien in the hospital, and I ran into Brandy, and she said you guys wanted to see me.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Mr. Rob.
She also told me that you guys think I was pushed off the ladder by a person.
Looks that way.
Well, you weren't there. That was no person.
I'm with Mr. Rob. Seems pretty supernatural to me.
Well, get used to disappointment, dude. We got tons of evidence saying there was a person.
Oh, yeah, Alex. Who's the evidence point to?
Well,
Yeah, thanks for the evidence, smart guy.
We'll figure it out, Mr. Rob.
I'm sure you will. Do you have any suspects?
Well, not yet. Did you happen to touch the TV when you were in the room?
Yeah, I touched the power button and I grabbed the power cord. Why?
We took a print off the screen, and if it's not yours, maybe it's the ghost. Would you mind if we got a print from you?
Sure.
I think you're talking about the 1911 train robbery, and Mr. Wiley was not hanged on the school at all. The day he was scheduled to be hung, he escaped from the sheriff's custody, got in a leaky boat, unfortunately, rowed out into the lake, and drowned several hundred yards offshore. But I have my own theory as to what happened to the diamonds. Would you like to hear it? Sure. If you know the legend of the lake monster, And if you know anything at all about dragons and lake monsters like the one in Loch Ness, you know that one of the things they all like to eat are shiny things. I think when Mr. Wiley drowned, the lake monster probably swallowed all of the diamonds. And since he is seen so infrequently, or she, because the name that people have given the lake monster is either Elsie or Essie, which is more feminine than it is masculine, I think if they ever cut it open, they'll find the diamonds in its tummy.
So anyway, our moms were walking around the track, doing the trail,
And we were hanging out over by the gym.
playing in the grass.
And then there was this guy over by the 200s.
A creepy guy over by the 200s.
He was like over by the stairwell and walking by the stairs and then over by the pit.
He was wearing a hoodie and dark glasses, and his arms were covered in mud.
Yeah, he kept looking over his shoulders and around corners like he was afraid of being caught or something. He saw us. He stared at us for a while.
We freaked out.
So we ran and got our moms. They wanted us to show him, so we took them there, but there was nobody there.
We looked around for a while until we found the custodian. He hadn't seen anyone.
So we left, right? And when we were walking by the pit, there was mud and dirt all over the place. Yeah, everywhere, all over the concrete and stairs, everywhere.
And all the gates were locked, so where did he go?
Yeah, where? I still remember that day. Creepy.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Look, we've got to figure this out. If you want to go back, you can. I've put too much time and energy to go back now.
Fine. I'm sure she's just nervous like the rest of us.
Yeah, I guess I'm just nervous.
So where are we headed anyway?
Well, we still need to get one fingerprint from somebody. And I think we should go check out Mrs. O'Brien's room again. And
luckily, that seminar will be going on for hours.
I doubt anyone will even notice we snuck out. I wonder why they're even having a parent awareness seminar anyway.
So, should we split up?
Well, Kathy is the best at pulling prints. I can go with her to do that.
All right, Dex and I can go check out the room. Should we take some print dust in case we find some?
Here, are you sure we should split up though?
Yeah, you guys got the wombat to protect you.
Guinea Pig!
Whatever.
Come on, Kathy.
So should we go into the room or follow the footprints?
I say we follow the footprints. We can always come back to the room later.
Okay, after you.
Interesting.
Okay, just curious, but we're sure this isn't a real ghost, right?
That's what the evidence points to.
Yeah, that makes me feel so much better.
The footprints just end.
So, what are you guys doing here?
The light was on. I think the new janitor's in there cleaning.
We didn't want to get caught, so we thought we'd come help you guys.
Have you guys found anything yet?
Well, you know, just ghost fog, phantom basketballs, and, you know, footsteps in nowhere.
What?
Exactly what he said.
Just, you know, the usual.
What's with the basketballs?
Didn't the upstairs used to be a gym?
Yeah, wasn't there an article about people hearing basketballs bounce up there when nobody was there?
Yeah, but that turned out to be the trick of the acoustics. And besides, that didn't happen until like the 80s.
Still, who bounced it?
No idea. Any theories, Dex?
I'm gonna guess it was him.
What the heck was that? Even Tiger's scared.
No idea. Kathy, did you get a good look at him?
Kathy's not home right now. Please leave a message after the beep. Beep.
Not funny, Alex. Are you okay?
supposed to be one of the girls that does that?
Nice. Now help him up.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing here?
We just were,
I forgot my homework and I wanted to...
Homework?
See if you could,
Digging holes is homework? What's wrong with you?
No, that's not us.
Uh-huh. Yeah, right. Sure it wasn't.
Could you hold this? I guess it was a pretty dumb idea to come here at night.
Yeah, it was. It was a dumb idea.
Hey, what's going on here?
I caught these kids. They're digging holes and making a mess. And I know dang good and well they must have been digging these holes.
You know, I know these kids, and they're pretty good students. So how about we just cut them a break just this one time, guys? Maybe we can let them off with a warning this time, guys.
Okay. We'll leave now.
That's the first good idea you've had all night.
Thank you.
Whatever.
Hey, what the heck were they doing here?
That light must have been Mr. Protney working late.
Well, good thing he was.
Yeah, I don't like the look of that new janitor. What's his name again?
Mr. Butler, I think.
I guess he goes to the top of our suspect list.
So you're saying the butler did it?
Bad, Alex. Bad. I guess we have to try to get his prints, too.
Nope, I already got him. Do you think you could pull a print off of that?
Yeah, pretty sure I can.
Pretty slick. Almost willing to let that whole falling down thing slide. Almost.
Thanks.
Do you know anything about the time capsule? Was there one buried in 1911?
I don't think there was one buried in 1911, maybe in 1925. I do believe there was one, and I think it's down by the pond. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too.
That was a close call last night.
Too close.
And where were you when we were being chased? Some attack rat you are.
Don't listen to him, sweetie.
So what's the next step?
Well, the big centennial celebration is next week. Do you think the ghost will make an appearance?
It's his anniversary, right? How could he resist?
Well, I don't want to see him again anytime soon.
It's a man in a suit, Kathy. There's no ghost.
So you say.
Okay, you two. We still have some evidence to collect. We might as well do it next week.
At least we have a better excuse for being on campus.
Yeah, better than or I forgot my homework.
Hey, it was short notice.
Okay, so we're in class.
In the 200.
Yeah, on the bottom floor.
And there was this noise.
This is so weird.
Yeah, totally.
Not like a ghost or anything, like all moany or howly.
No, like a banging noise.
Like a hammer or something.
But different, like all echoey.
So the teacher got mad at the classroom upstairs.
Like really mad.
So she called them.
You know, to tell them to stop.
Because it had been going on for like forever.
And a day.
No one answered.
We thought maybe, they didn't hear the phone.
So she tells someone to go upstairs and to tell them to quit it.
Someone, hello, that was me.
Oh yeah.
So glad it wasn't me.
So I went upstairs in the classroom above us.
So weird.
Empty.
OMG.
I almost lost it.
Almost?
Yeah, try totally.
So I checked the classroom next door and down the hall. Empty too.
Freaky.
Tell me about it. Finally, I found a classroom with a teacher in it, and he was like, I didn't hear anything.
I will not go up there.
What about the ball?
Oh yeah, that's the best part. When I was about to go downstairs, there was this basketball sitting down in the hall.
Yeah, like what is a basketball doing in the middle of the hall?
That's how I found out. That's what was making the noise.
But there wasn't anyone there.
Hey, did I tell you guys there used to be a gym up there?
No way.
Yeah, I heard someone in the office talking about it.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard that there was a basketball player who totally died up there.
Blood over water, what we do now. Blood over water in a country town. Blood over water, gonna cut you down. Over and over, it never ends. Foxy man. Blood over water, what you do now.
Hey guys, now would be a good time to check Proddy's room.
Oh, yeah, and I'll stick around and see if I can get his prints.
Okay.
Nothing on the keyboard. You must have just cleaned it.
Nothing on the whiteboard either.
Where's that book he's always reading?
Prints are hard to get off paper without ninhydrin.
Ninwhatrin?
Oh, hi, Alex. Ninhydrin. It's a spray that reacts with the oils and fingerprints.
We could use a whole case. Too bad we already got one. A case, you know, because we're working on a case.
Boo.
Why do you need it?
If we had some, we might be able to pull some prints off that book he's always reading. If we had that.
What about this?
Where'd you get that?
He left it on the car at the show.
Great, now we have all the prints we need to compare.
Collect the whole set.
What about this collection? Muddy boots and gloves, muddy shovel, mud, and some sort of epoxy.
Okay, Alex. You and Kathy compare the prints we got from Prodney and the Ghost. Dexter, you come with me and grab those boots. We'll see if there's anyone here we can tell.
Where'd you get those?
You already know, don't you?
I didn't do anything.
We'll see about that. Chrome Ghost Special Effects. Christopher Prodney. Is that you? Take a look at this.
That's my great-grandfather's journal.
What's it all about?
Nothing. It's just a family heirloom.
Then why'd you run?
I was running to find the police because they broke into my room.
Is that true, kids?
Are these yours?
Yes, and you stole them.
Really? That's interesting. Because I'm sure the mud on those boots will match the mud we found in your classroom. and the mud on Mr. Rob's towel that you got on there when you pushed him off the ladder.
Is there anything in the book?
Well, it seems that the author had something to do with a train robbery downtown about 100 years ago.
Exactly, 100 years ago. What does it have to do with the boots?
We found out that the diamonds from the train robbery were never recovered. They were lost at the same time the time capsule was buried at school.
Yeah, I guess the author hid the diamonds in the time capsule before he was captured.
So that's what all the digging was about.
You can't prove anything.
Oh, yes, we can. You left your prints at the scene where you pushed Mr. Rob off the ladder.
Why did someone get pushed off the ladder?
Forget it. I need him out of the way so I can search for the time capsule.
Oh, and I bet what happened to Miss O'Brien wasn't an accident either.
I needed a room in the 200s to search. I figured it was the most likely place.
And when they gave you the other room, you panicked. Did you ever even find the time capsule?
No, and that's the worst part. I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for these meddling kids and their naked mole rat.
It's a guinea pig.
Whatever.
Book 'em. Why do I feel like we need to get caught up?
Looks like the kids did all the legwork.
You're welcome.
Did I hear you mention a time capsule?
Do you know where it is?
Well, no, but I have some old newspapers there in the library. I meant to get them out for the centennial, but I got a little busy. So if you kids want to come on over and look at them, you're more than welcome.
Can we have that?
Sure, we have his confession anyway, and it belongs with the Historical Society. Here.
Nedry, Wisconsin, Wiley's Private Journal. If you just open it, the man's dead.
Wow.
Lots of stuff.
The Belmont brothers. Wonder who they were. And here's our school.
Oh, look at pictures, like, from back then.
Look, he even had a label of cheese.
Is this
train route?
What? Sewed a fake pocket inside of my best coat to keep it hidden. Added a few others for cheese.
Yeah.
Looks like he traveled up from San Diego stealing cattle and horses.
Bought a new pistol.
Well,
for
this is
the
boring.
guy.
Go forward. He found out about the diamond shipments from the train porter.
Looks like he really planned this out. There are maps of the station.
So that's what the train schedule was for.
On the day of the robbery, Sheriff Stone Belmont and his brother Davis arrested him here at the school. He was supposed to hang for killing a Pinkerton guard.
He sure loved cheese.
Sheriff Stone Belmont is going nuts trying to find the diamonds. He don't know I unloaded them at the Founders celebration. I managed to hide them in the lantern they were putting in the time capsule. I'm not sticking around here either. I got a plan for getting out of this jail tonight. Davis Belmont has this magneto repulsor that I can reach through the bars. If I reverse the polarity, I should be able to attract the keys from the
He was
sheriff's
planning an
desk.
escape.
Grab a boat and head across the lake. Then into the Ortega Mountains, or horseback, and I'm free. I'll wait a few weeks and then head back and dig up the diamonds. San Francisco, here I come.
And that's it.
He must have drowned trying to cross the lake in that old rowboat.
Great. Now all we need is to find some 100-year-old time capsule that no one knows where it is.
We've been looking through all these old newspapers and we haven't found anything.
Hey, what's Tiger doing? Bad ferret.
Guinea pig. Oh no, he's eating one of the newspapers. No, Tiger. Wait, what's this he got? some old newspapers. Belmont Brothers honored for war effort. Mayor dedicates new science building. EUHS time capsule buried at new school site.
There really was a time capsule.
Where are those old maps of the city?
Here they are. What's TC 1911? Town Council? Tiger Cafe?
Steve Clowns?
What about time capsule? Tasty clowns? Well, what's this a map of? It's not a map of the school. Wait, where's that old picture of the school? This is a plot map from the 1890s, before the school was even going to be built. And these were all going to be houses, but on the plots 33, 32, and 31, they ended up building the school. See? Time capsule was built on plot 31, section 9.
Oh!
And that would be in the southwest part of the 200 buildings.
It really is the school.
I know where that is. Come on.
Good, Wallaby. Forget something, Brandy? Look, a penny!
Alex, we're looking for diamonds!
Oh, yeah!
It's gotta be in here somewhere.
Are you sure?
Yes, everything points to right here.
Okay.
How deep do you think it'll be buried?
Hey, is this what you're looking for?
Here, let us help you with that.
Wow.
God.
Hey.
Oh. Look at that. Look at that.
What is that? What is it?
That's the banner from the picture, right?
Yeah, in the newspaper.
Wow. Oh, from the Founders Day picnic.
You think it's still good?
I doubt that.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, be careful.
It's a lantern.
It's the lantern.
Do you think the diamonds are still in there?
I wonder how much they're worth.
I need a picture. Hey, turn around, grab some of those diamonds. This is history in the making. Okay, guys, everybody smile. This is history.
What you think of me now? Want a poster in every town with the words that read dead or alive. Revenge, it fuels me now. You know I got to hunt them down. Posse can't catch me even if they try. And I know that it's not over. And they know I'm coming soon. Their life was over when they took yours. What's a man to do but settle score? Never thought that I could kill. They took it all, but not my will. Gonna cut them down and let them bleed. As I ride this dusty trail, it's you that I cannot fail. I'll find them all and make them pay for what they done. As the day's sun falls, have to make one last call. I've cut them down, all but one. And I know that it's all over. And you know I'm coming soon. His life was over when he took yours. What's a man to do but settle score? Never thought that I could kill. But took it all, but
Just did more damage.
Action. Might have been a little bit of a delay.
Cheers to the freaky.
Don't.
Drink to
All of it's okay.
Bloopers.
Don't look at it, just delete it.
Wait, go back to that last one.
I didn't type anything.
Action.
Does anyone have the fingerprint dash we got from Mrs. Boyle?
Fingerprint dash.
I get it mixed up.
Brush dust combo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see that again.
Do you have the rag?
Yeah.
But I do know a really good story about a witch at the chimes. Her name is Gina Red.
No.
You can't do red.
Why not? Her name is Gina.
Let's do that again. I just turned into like a Flintstone sketch. There, so all right.
I thought I already added your line there.
Do you have any suspects?
Oh, do you have any suspects? I'm sure you will.
Do you have any suspects at least?
Do you have any suspects? Who does the evidence point to? I'm sure you will. Then what do I say?
I'm sure you will. Do you have any suspects?
Do you have any suspects? Who do you... Who is the suspect?
So close.
I'm sorry, guys.
Do you have
Who's your
any
suspect? Do you have any suspects? Oh, do you have any?
We're actually our entire is just going to be a blooper reel.
I think at this point we may have more blooper footage than we have.
Cool. That's out now.
Okay. Yetter than I'm
Are you ready? We could use the whole case. Too bad we already have one. Too bad we already got one. We could use the whole case. Too bad we already have one. That happened. I keep messing it up.
We've already got one.
Get away from my face!
Kids can't eat all the popcorn. Especially when you're not even on camera. Some of you say
How
things
would
to
you
Sarah or something.
Yes, I'm changing my name to Luis. I'm free!
Bloopers.
We have a blooper reel, and it's going. That one's going on it.
Ready for my closet.
That's on camera.
Oh, jeez.
Did I hear you mention the time capsule?
Do you know where it is?
Sure.